What if the biggest obstacles in your life aren't the obvious ones but the ones you never saw coming? We've all fallen for those too-good-to-be-true life hacks, right? The ones that promise to turn us into productivity ninjas or sleep-deprived millionaires overnight. Today we're diving deep into 15 of these sneaky life hack traps, exposing their hidden dangers, and most importantly, giving you practical ways to avoid them. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. Okay, hands up if you've heard this one. If it takes less than 5 minutes, do it now. Sounds legit, right? But how often does that 5-minute task turn into checking your email, scrolling through social media, and suddenly, boom, an hour's gone? This is especially dangerous when you're trying to get some serious work done. Instead of letting these tiny tasks hijack your day, try batching them. Set aside specific times to knock out all those little things at once. Trust me, your focus and productivity will thank you. Ever stumbled across those articles claiming you can hack your sleep down to just a few hours a night? They make it sound so tempting, right? But before you trade your REM cycle for an extra few hours of work, let's talk about the science. Consistently shortchanging your sleep is like running your car on fumes. Eventually you're headed for a breakdown. The truth is, most adults need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep for their bodies and minds to function optimally. So, ditch the sleep hacking hype and prioritize those Z's. Raise your hand if you pride yourself on being a master multitasker. Yeah, me too. We live in a world that glorifies juggling a million things at once. But the truth is, our brains just aren't wired that way. Every time you switch between tasks, your brain has to reorient itself, refocus, and re-engage. And all that switching comes with a cost: decreased productivity, increased errors, and a whole lot of unnecessary stress. The solution? Single tasking. Focusing on one task at a time. You'll be amazed at how much more you accomplish when you give your full attention to one thing at a time. Hustle culture's dirty little secret: burnout is real. We've all seen the Instagram quotes, rise and grind, no days off, sleep is for the weak. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, to feel like you're constantly falling behind if you're not working 24/7. But here's the thing, our bodies and minds aren't designed for that kind of relentless pressure. Imagine a rubber band. You can stretch it, push it, but eventually, it's going to snap. That's what burnout is. The breaking point after prolonged stress and overwork. So, how do we escape the hustle trap? Prioritize rest. Schedule downtime into your week like you would any other important appointment. Remember, rest isn't a luxury, it's an investment in your long-term success. Extreme fasting, starving yourself, isn't the answer. Done correctly, intermittent fasting can have some benefits, but there's a fine line between healthy fasting and, well, just plain unhealthy. We're talking about those extreme fasting methods, the ones that involve going days without food. Sure, you might shed some pounds quickly, but at what cost? Your body needs nutrients to function. If you're considering fasting, talk to a doctor first. Sustainable changes are always better than quick fixes. Dopamine detox, more hype than help. Ah, the dopamine detox. The latest trend promising to reset your brain and break free from those pesky addictions to technology, junk food, you name it. Reducing excessive stimulation, absolutely a good thing. But here's the thing, our brains are a bit more complex than that. Instead of going cold turkey on everything that brings you joy, how about we aim for balance? Practice moderation. It's not about deprivation, it's about finding a sustainable balance. Get-rich-quick schemes, if it sounds too good to be true. Let's be real, who hasn't daydreamed about striking it rich quickly? That effortless path to financial freedom. But the truth is, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. We're talking about those passive income schemes, the multi-level marketing ploys, the investments promising astronomical returns with zero risk. Building real wealth takes time, effort, and yes, a bit of sacrifice. Remember, the only magic bullet is hard work and smart decisions. Skipping breakfast. A recipe for overeating. Later? For years we've been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But lately, there's been a growing trend of people skipping breakfast altogether, claiming it helps with weight loss. Starting your day with a balanced breakfast helps regulate your hunger hormones, kickstarts your metabolism, and provides sustained energy throughout the morning. Cold showers every day? Sometimes you just need a warm hug. Alright, I'll admit it, I've jumped on the cold shower bandwagon. Yes, cold showers can be invigorating, but forcing yourself under freezing water every single day when you're already stressed and exhausted? That's just adding unnecessary discomfort to your life. Incorporate cold showers into your routine if you enjoy the benefits, but don't be afraid to listen to your body and opt for a warm shower when you need it most. The always say yes trap: protect your time like it's precious. We've all heard the advice, say yes to every opportunity. And look, there's some truth to that, especially early in our careers. But there's a fine line between being open to opportunities and spreading yourself so thin you snap. Saying yes to everything means saying no to something else: your time, your energy, your sanity. Learn to set boundaries. It's okay to say no. Prioritize your well-being and protect your time like the precious resource it is. No pain, no gain. Sometimes pain is just pain. We've all heard the saying, no pain, no gain. And while there's some truth to the idea that growth requires effort, it's important to recognize the difference between discomfort and actual pain. Pushing through muscle soreness during a workout? Probably fine. Ignoring a sharp pain in your knee? Recipe for disaster. Listen to your body and your mind. Rest, recover, and know that sustainable progress is about consistency, not pushing yourself to the point of injury or burnout. Supplements, helpful tools, not food replacements. With so many supplements on the market promising everything from increased energy to eternal youth, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we can just pop a pill for perfect health. But here's the truth. Supplements are just that, supplements. They're not meant to replace real, whole foods. Supplements can be helpful tools to fill in nutritional gaps, but they should never be seen as a substitute for a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. When we're feeling overwhelmed and short on time, exercise is often the first thing to go. But here's the irony. Skipping exercise to be more productive is like shooting yourself in the foot. Exercise isn't just about physical health, it's crucial for our mental clarity, focus, and energy levels. Even a short workout can do wonders for our cognitive function. We live in an age of information overload, and while a thirst for learning is admirable, there comes a point where consuming more information becomes counterproductive. The key is to strike a balance between learning and applying. Focus on taking action, implementing what you've learned, and turning knowledge into tangible results. Good vibes only. Think positive, don't focus on the negative. We're constantly bombarded with messages about the importance of staying positive. And while there's no doubt that a positive outlook can be beneficial, there's a dark side to this relentless pursuit of happiness, toxic positivity. It's okay to not be okay. Allow yourself to feel your emotions, process them, and seek support when needed. So there you have it, 15 life hack traps that might be holding you back from living your best life. Remember, not all shortcuts are created equal. Do your research, listen to your body and mind, and choose the path that supports your overall well-being. Which of these traps have you fallen into? Share your experiences in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, check out our next videos or share with a friend.